Let's talk about credit cards. Here's some footage of the credit cards that I currently have. So here you go. What is good? My name is Gene, and I typically make videos talking about photography, some video stuff, film photography, and in general, just my personal life. But something that I've been wanting to talk about for a while is in regards to, I guess, the realm of personal finance, and specifically an area that I'm very interested in and I have been for a couple of years now, which, as you've probably seen in both the thumbnail and the title, is in regards to credit cards. So let's talk about credit cards. Right off the bat, I do think that credit cards at times get a negative rep, but bless you. But I believe that if you look at credit cards through the lens of having a healthy relationship with your personal finances and just having self-awareness with where you're at financially, I do really believe that credit cards can be used as an incredible tool. So with that being said, I do plan on making more videos in regards to credit cards as far as kind of what's hot in the credit card world. That sounds so nerdy. Sign-up offers that are kind of big right now, how to leverage the status that you gain with certain cards. So I want to talk about all of that stuff. Cool. Also, very quickly, if you don't mind, I would love it if you liked and subscribed. Helps me a ton. Leave a comment, hit that bell for notifications, and let's just get right into it. So when I think about credit cards, I think about 3 tiers or categories of credit card users. And I really think that it's good to kind of define these categories to get a better understanding of where you fit and what you're looking for in credit cards. So this first tier is basically what I like to call the category of someone told me to open up a credit card. This person might have a cashback card that's a no annual fee card and doesn't require anything that you have to pay to play, and may use those points to kind of cash back every year. And again, most people in this category probably have their own credit cards that are no annual fee credit cards or very low annual fee credit cards. So that's kind of tier number 1. All right, so tier 2 is what I like to call the enthusiast. This person probably has several credit cards, ranging from annual fee credit cards that may be like $89 to $95 up to maybe $250. And so these are kind of your mid-tier credit cards. And this is an individual who may use credit cards to book flights and hotel stays and for grocery and for gas, with intentionally using certain credit cards that give you the most points back for those categories. And so this is someone who may have a pretty good understanding of credit cards, but may not be at a place where they're really trying to transfer points and get a ton of value back from the credit cards beyond maybe the points that you receive when you use credit cards for the certain categories. All right, so tier 3 is what I would describe as like the Yoda tier. So someone basically you're a nerd. You're a credit card nerd. You're like really into keeping up with trends, seeing what's new. But this is an individual who probably gets targeted with credit card offers in the mail regularly. Probably has a good number of credit cards, ranging from whatever credit cards to cards that cost $550 a year annually. That's the same thing. This person probably also understands how to best utilize transferring points from, for example, UR or MR points from Chase and Amex into transfer partners and really getting the best bang for your buck. And this person probably understands downgrade paths for certain cards and when to downgrade and when to sign up for certain cards that have great sign up offers, and even understands how to get a player to involve, like a spouse or a partner, where now you can get duplicates of credit cards basically with another individual involved. And so really my intention with defining these 3 categories or tiers is because this video is not for someone who's on tier 3, but I'm making this video for someone who's looking to get into tier 1 or tier 2. And so for whoever's watching this video and has interest, I'm hoping that this video will kind of give you a great place to start and equip you to start with your credit card journey. With all that being said, and that's just kind of the groundwork that I'm laying, I want to give in this video 3 reasons why right now is actually the perfect time to get into the credit card game. So the first reason is there's been a progression and evolution in the credit cards that are offered. And we're finding that there's basically a credit card for every type of category for the regular spender. So whether that may be for travel like airlines and hotels, or for someone who wants to get credit cards for gas and for grocery and for restaurants, or even retailer specific credit cards like Amazon and Target. There's basically a credit card for every category spender. And so that's reason number one why I think now is a great time to get into credit cards, because there's basically a credit card for you. All right, and reason number two of why now is a great time to get into credit cards is because the sign up offers for a lot of credit cards is pretty phenomenal. We're seeing record high historic sign up offers for a lot of cards. And a lot of it is because of kind of this current situation that we're all facing right now. And so a lot of these credit card issuers are offering these high sign up offers, one, to get new customers involved, but also to retain their current existing user base with adding more benefits to their credit cards. And normally sign up offers, you need to hit them within 3 months of spending a certain amount, and then you get your sign up offer points. And a lot of credit card issuers are actually extending that from 3 months to 6 months with the base requirement minimum spend not going up. So for example, if a credit card requires you to spend $3,000 in 3 months, now if you spend $3,000 in 6 months, you still get that sign up offer. So it's a great time where you don't feel immense pressure to spend money. And I would never argue that you should get a credit card to spend money, but if you're gonna spend certain money anyways, I think that putting it on a credit card and paying it right back is awesome because you just get that sign up offer point. So really, in most cases, this is the fastest way to accumulate a lot of points in ratio to how much money you're actually spending on that credit card. So that's number two. Reason number three for getting to credit cards is the statuses that you gain from getting these credit cards. So what I really mean by that is, in most cases, like an airline, the only way to get status with them is to fly a lot of miles. But there are certain credit cards that you can sign up for right now and get approved for that as soon as you're approved, you automatically gain certain statuses. So a lot of mid to high tier cards will give you statuses and perks like airport lounge access. And you can also gain statuses for hotels that will give you free room upgrades or free breakfast or access to executive lounges. And with airline cards, you'll get access to free checked bags, which that all adds up when you travel a lot, and giving you priority boarding, which is great as well. So you don't have to wait in line and hope that you have overhead bin space when you board the plane. Frankly, in the 2 years that I've been kind of into like this whole credit card game, I maybe have booked a hotel once with cash, but all the hotel stays I've done, all the airline plane tickets I've booked have all been just leveraging points and transferring points. And so in 2 years, I maybe booked a hotel once with money. Whether it's for personal travel with my family or for business, I'm a pretty regular traveler. And so to have these statuses that come with the cards are incredible for someone who will travel a few times a year, and you can automatically gain upgrades or just make your traveling experience much better. So I really think that the statuses that come with credit cards are an immense benefit to holding onto these cards. As a bonus tip, right now, Chase actually just bumped up their sign up offer for their Chase Sapphire Preferred card, which is a phenomenal card. And so if you spend $4,000, which is a lot of money, but within 3 months, you'll get 80,000 points, which is essentially $1,000. And there's a lot of other cards that are very similar to this approach where you spend X amount that's very attainable, and then you get a large volume of points. So if you're making purchases monthly and you would hit that minimum requirement within 3 months, get that card. It's great. You do want a pretty healthy credit score before applying, but I think that it's a great like low middle tier card to start with. Yes. So there's so much more that I want to dive into, but I thought that this video would be a great place to introduce kind of this type of video on my channel. As my very small base of subscribers probably realize, this is very different from the videos I typically make, but it's something that I've been really passionate about for 2 years now. And the reason why I'm so passionate about it is because I've seen immense benefits for both myself, my business, and my family with just being able to have a healthy relationship with credit cards. And even growing up, I wasn't told this stuff, especially growing up in an Asian family. Like money, credit cards, it's all like, you don't talk about it. And it's like credit cards are bad. but they're not. Anything like money is not inherently bad, but when you don't have a good understanding of it, it can be a very unhealthy thing. And I think the same thing applies to credit cards too. They can be very unhealthy if you don't use them properly. But if you use them properly, I think they only have upside to benefit whoever has them and can have a great relationship with them. That sounds like a relation. Yes, you understand what I mean. And something that I've learned over the course of my journey of being a photographer and small business owner who is a creative, these are one of the things that we just don't talk about a lot. We talk about how to pose or like equipment and gear and all these different things in lighting, but we don't talk a lot about personal finances. And although I see more of that being talked about now, and I have friends who are doing wonderful jobs of talking about those things, I think credit cards can be used as such a powerful tool for small business owners. And especially for creatives like myself who are purchasing gear, who have expenses, who are traveling, I really think that credit cards make life and your job a little easier as a small business owner. So that's also another kind of lens that I'm looking through as I talk about credit cards, is my own personal experience and what I do for a living. And just like all of you who may be already in the credit card game, I'm looking to learn a lot. I want to learn more. I don't know everything, but hopefully what I know can benefit some of you. And I want to learn from you guys too. So please don't, yes. So let's grow and learn together. And I do think that this is a large kind of caveat with credit cards that I have to keep reiterating, but with credit cards, I really see them only being beneficial if you pay off the balances regularly or right away. So please leave a comment below with questions that you may have, with things that you're curious about, things that maybe you'd like me to talk about on my channel in regards to credit cards. And if you have something that you'd like to share with everyone, or you have a piece of knowledge that you think would be useful for all of us to learn, please comment it below, because I'd love to learn more things as well. And so any of that stuff, just comment below. I will definitely keep making the type of videos that I've been making, but definitely expect me to sprinkle in credit card videos like this, just because, again, it's something that I care about. Maybe I'll talk more about personal finance things like budgeting. Is that like a cool thing to talk about? Do you guys want to learn about budgeting? Is that something that you guys want me to talk about? Is that cool? Yay, nay? It's probably not cool, but it's useful. Let me know. Okay, I am done. I appreciate you all. Thanks for sticking around. Hopefully you learned something, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye. Bye. That's it. Bye. Okay, bye.